Right, so the first question is, who are you?
Oh shit. I'm Nosgov. I'm 22. Uh, Born in Poland and I live here. And um, until I was like 20 years old, no one even knew I'm from Poland, and I was just chilling on the internet. And I'm just like an internet person, and and I'm a musician, like a lyricist mostly. Like I don't focus on like doing like studio shit at all. I just like try to put the like emotions through it, and I don't know, just here.
Okay, let's talk about your music. Like, what kind of music do you make?
Shit, like people called it in like 2021 type beat. They called it they called it like hyper pop and shit, but I just make music that you have to read the lyrics to. and and like I don't know. Like I can't put a genre on it and shit because like I have a lot of projects that are very different type of music, and I personally think that shit is just becoming like like genres are becoming like suggestions rather than like full on ideas. Like it's yeah, shit just gonna be music in the future. Shit is gonna be music. Like there's gonna be like things that suggest you what something is a little bit, but like shit not gonna cut it. Like it's just music, and I just make music.
Okay, so let's talk about how do you make music? So you said you don't produce your music, like the beats, or do you?
I do sometimes. I did a few times. I have a song. I have like 2 or 3 songs that I like produced by myself, but I don't like the theory that much of it. Like I don't like to like get technical with music and stuff. So like if there was like Elon Musk probably working on it already or some shit. But if I could like convert my thoughts into like a beat,
Yeah,
I would make like a raw like dubstep, like 2011 dubstep
let's go.
fucking album, and I'd just be like Skrillex in like 2010, or like Nero and shit. But what was the question? It was if I produce my music.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
how?
I just make vocals. I just make vocals, but on top of that, I just make lyrics. Like the fucking vocals, they are uh like they're just like sounds, but then if you look at the lyrics, then there's actually lyrics. Like most of my music is like that. Like most of my music is really like loose on what I'm like really saying, like with how it sounds, but like it means something. And like I always suggest like people just check my music and like read the lyrics along with it and shit. I said that already. Like I think.
You're good. You're good. So how do you come up with your lyrics?
Okay.
Like, what's your Do you write them
Oh
down, or
shit.
how do you do that?
No, I've never written a song. I always just open like a beat on FL Studio and I start recording. I record like 2 lines, and then I listen to them over and over, and like I record another line, and it's just like from like it's like freestyles, punch ins,
Okay.
and like the inspiration from for the lyrics is just life shit. Cause it's like I don't really talk to that many people and shit, and it's just like a it might sound corny and shit. It probably is corny, but it is like a therapy session in a way. Like it's just emotions. It's just something I wanna talk about. But at the same time, like, bro, like I've been like making music about your own life is really difficult. Like,
Mm.
I kind of respect the people that make like fake music, like fake fucking like clubbing, fucking uh making music about drugs but not doing them. That's like OP. That's like OP if you do that. But also that's at the same time it's like if you're doing that many drugs, it's like you're not making that much music. Just like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. I just make music about life and like the way I'm living and what's happening uh currently like kind of in my life. And it's all like an accident. I never think like, oh, let me make like a emotional song or something like that. Like I just like listen to instrumentals and talk myself out.
Okay, so where are you getting your beats from usually then?
It's just producers like got my email and they sent shit. And then I have a few people that I'm more connected with, and I suggest them what I want, what I'm looking for, more or less. Like Reslane, for example. Like I'm working with her, and like we are on the type of motion where I just like send her an idea and then we work on it. But like we don't work on it together, and that's the thing I want to change. Like I've been like undergoing some issues and like I lost the traction I've had with many people because in the past like 2 years ago and before that like I would like link up with artists a lot. I would like go to different countries, meet with people, like meet up with people to like analyze music and shit like that. And like the last 2 years it's just purely like internet, like like internet shit. Like when there's like is this like anime pictures or it's like an anime person sitting in front of a computer that got like 5 monitors and the whole room is just trash. And I'm just like that's my life. That's been my life for a while now, and it's like something to learn from. It is like being like a like living like a NEET that like isn't a need because they make their own money, but like living like a NEET, it's like an experience on its own. And it's like shit, it's like different because like it's like 2019 2021 I was really like active, I was really outside like every day. I didn't really come across that many good people out here in Poland. Like there's no community for my type of shit in Poland. Like
Really?
yeah, like there's none. Like I tried to put some people on. I met a bunch of people. I was like, let's don't make like rap music in Polish, like for Poland, for Polish people. Like just fucking tap in with me. And they would do it for a song or two and then we would split ways and they would keep making like Polish rap songs and like uh so we didn't really have that much common ground. Um except for cats, like the time I spent with like cats on making music and shit, that was like good vibes. But unfortunately that didn't like last for a long time, but it's definitely not the end of that either. Like we definitely, like me and cats, we definitely gonna lock in for the future. What
Hell,
was the question even? What was the question?
I think the question
What,
is where do you
how
get
did
your beats from? That's
okay,
that's good though. I like that answer.
that's where I get my beats from.
Let's go. All right, cool. So let's talk about your musical inspiration. Like, what inspires you? when you're making music, or maybe what inspires you, like your sound?
Shit, sometimes I'll just listen to a song and I'll like get emo and I'm like, I want to make a song now. And then it just happens. That's how a lot of my music like happen. Like, and it's funny because it's like completely different like music, like the shit that I listen to and then the shit that I like make after listening to that. But at the same time, like it probably makes a lot of sense. Like some people probably hear it, but I'm like quite heavily inspired by Young Bruh, like early Lil Tracy, like
Yeah.
2015, 2016. Um, there is this artist. He's called Trash Vampire, and it was I worked with him. Like he's a big inspiration to me, and I worked with him. And like fucking someone tried to sue me and him from like Lil Tracy's team. Because we used like a picture on a T-shirt, and it was kind of funny. So it's like a rival thing. Like I'm getting inspirations from the fucking east and west, and what else? Like what else? Like fucking uh census. Census put me on. Census is the. It's like damn. If it wasn't for census, I would probably make every song sound like world, and then I wouldn't. Then I probably wouldn't really like go over that. Like Census really helped me out, like a big inspiration, and like I owe this person a lot. I feel like, and what else? Who else? I don't know. I like listening to like bass shit a lot. Like uh like I really like old Soldier Boy and shit. He has this song. It's called like fucking Vampire Gang or something like that, and it's from like 2010, I think, and like it's so fucking distorted and weird, and like those like early like distorted internet songs like really like made it for me, like Krayshawn and all that shit. And like it is a huge inspiration for me. Like I take a lot of inspo from like 2010 era of the internet. Like yeah,
Wow. Are you still discovering new music from that era, or are you listening to new stuff usually?
yeah. Nah, I'm constantly looking for music. Like um and I'm kind of more in like in the 90s right now. When it comes to like looking for music, I listen to a lot of like old artists, like mainstream and not mainstream, and I'm listening to like goth rock bands from Poland from like the 90s. And shit is really rare, like looking at all those like music videos and like how the songs are like put together. Like it's crazy. Like we used to put so much more effort uh into like making this shit because it wasn't so accessible, and like
Mm.
I really wanna like kind of go that direction where I'm like, you know, I it's underground shit, but I want to put as much effort in it as I can.
Hell yeah. So how do you?
That's kind of sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Sorry. That's why I like ditched like iPhone music videos and that shit. Like, even though I still sometimes do it, I try to like make something like more cinematic and stuff. And like, the best shit I like have is like deep buried, like unreleased and shit, because like had a lot of issues, and it didn't like certain things haven't worked out. But yeah, I've been just like putting a lot of effort into like the smallest like details, like.
Hell yeah, that's good to hear. So let's rewind the clock. Like, can you walk us through kind of how did being raised in Poland like affect your music, or how did you, what was your history like? Were you making music as a kid?
Oh shit, like I was like trying to make music as a kid, for sure. And I grew up in a village in Poland, and it like made me grow up on the internet like purely. So I like had I mean, I had a couple friends, I wasn't like inside all the time. I had a pretty normal childhood. Like I spent some like time on the fucking playground and shit. Like up until about like 15, I was like relatively normal. But then like something just changed, and I like got into like all of these different internet communities. And so like my first time I ever touched music was when I um made uh shit with my childhood friend David. His name is David. Like it would be with a W in the middle instead of a V because it's Polish. But like David like sounds weird, so we call him David. So he's also his poppin', like he got a huge fan base in Poland. Like he's like 1 mil listeners on Spotify. He got hits, like he got like mainstream hits in Poland, which is really crazy that this village that held like 500 people just like got like two people like that. Like it might not be that crazy, but if you saw like the area like I grew up in, like there is barely any way you're getting out of it. It's not like in the US, like being in the hood or something and you make it out the hood. That's like a different dimension that you have to get out of. That's like people where I'm from, like people live on completely different terms, and like you're there and you're not supposed to like leave the spawn area. You get it? Like
Okay.
you're tied to it. It's really fucking, how you say it, like traditional, you know? It's really traditional, and it's really weird and really specific that this type of like area like birthed me, like that I somehow like do this, because like I don't know, there like like you're born in that area, you're just by default not interested in anything other than like fucking um like planting crops and shit. Like you're just being programmed like to it. So it was a weird time. But yeah, fucking I was supposed to talk about something else, I guess.
Like your childhood. Your childhood. Go ahead.
My childhood. I already talked about that. I'ma just say that like yeah, I started making music with my friend David, and we were making dubstep, and it was like 2010, 2011. So we were like 9, 10 years old. And then when I was a little older, I don't remember, probably like 13, 14, I started making like ambient albums and shit, because I started like discovering that part of like music. And I was just interested in it, but at the same time like it was just accessible, because like I had enough like brain power at that moment to like slow some music down and put some like drums on it and shit, like make some like drum and bass, like that shit was just easy at that moment. But it was not necessarily what I wanted to make. Like my page, the page that I'm still using, the soundcloud.com/820. Like I made that shit in like 2013, like that account, or earlier even, I don't know. And I was using it to like upload like slowed down versions of Bones songs. That's what I made my SoundCloud account first. And I also had like I was posting like fucking Doja Cat leaks on it. And that was that was when Doja Cat had like fucking like 5K followers on SoundCloud.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're like on the heartbeat, like you know what's going on.
I'm tapped in, but I'm also too young to be tapped in into like real OG shit.
Okay.
So So yeah, I think if I was like a few years older, I would have had it easier because
Okay.
I just like I just missed the best time to be this type of like person that wants to like do this type of shit. Like I had to start late. Like they set me up for a failure. Like I was born in the right generation, but like I wish I was like 2 years older at least. That would have been a big like head start.
For sure. Well, you got a head start on some people younger than you, I could say.
Head start on some nah, not really, not really. There's people like Liu that I just don't understand. Do you know Liu?
I don't know, no.
He's like I think he's 16 now, but he made like crazy music when he was like 13, and he had like Roblox on his cover arts, but the music like was like crazy. And it's like if I was able to tap in at the age of 13 and like make actually like good music at that time, that like shit would have been crazy. Like but there's definitely a lot of like younger people that have a huge like head start somehow. Like I don't know, like I don't know what they do, but like
Hell yeah. Okay, so let's talk about your name, Nosgov. Is that like your actual name, or is that something you came up
nah.
with?
That shit doesn't mean anything. I feel so sad every time that, like I have to explain it, but it's just a random combination of like letters, and
Really?
it comes from yeah because like when it was like 2014, 2015, um, I was really obsessed with being on Steam, like the gaming platform Steam, and I would like change my nickname and my profile picture on that shit like every day. Like it was weird, but like I had to do that. I don't know. I had to do it. And shit, like I was also making like Call of Duty edits and then I just set it to Nosgov. I don't know why. It looked cool to me, and then I noticed that like people tend to quickly remember this name, and then they don't like mess it up or anything. And I was like, okay, it just and then also I realized it's not like a word or anything, so I can have handles on everything. So I have like so it was like easy because I could like claim Nosgov on like Instagram and Twitter and all that shit. Like so so yeah, but then it's also like it's fucked up because uh it looks like it looks like a name that should be like a government type of deal, and I don't know. It just happened. Like the name doesn't mean anything. It just happened.
Gotcha. So if you could change it, do you have like another name you would change it to, you think?
Nah, I'm into deep.
Okay.
It's into deep. Like there's no point in changing it. Maybe if I make like 2 million like USD, then I would probably then I would maybe like fucking make my hair blue and like disappear for 2 years and then reappear under a different name. But like for now, I'm like I'm locking in. Like I'm not trying to mess anything up.
Gotcha. So, how much music have you made?
Oh shit, I'm on some like Lil B motion. Like I haven't made that much music in the last like a in the last year due to like issues, physically, mentally, like just health issues. But like I've like finished songs that would be like that I could release and that would be fine. That's uh like 1200. That's like the total like finished like songs count. But like my FL Studio projects folder is fucked up. It's probably like 20,000 projects.
Wow.
Because like for like 2019 I dropped out of school, like late 2019, and up until mid 2020, so that's 2 years and a half, right? Yeah, that's 2 years and a half. I would every day I would just wake up, like get a coffee, smoke some weed, and like I would just be on FL Studio for like 6 to 10 hours, and like I would like I was kind of going crazy because I was just in the room all day and like just making like a lot of shit, um a lot of it like really weird and like too experimental, like bad in a way, you know. But like then I'm just careful with what I'm dropping and shit. So I don't even know how many songs I got released. I think I got like 400 songs released to the public right now, as of now, like on Spotify.
Gotcha. Are
And
you mostly posting to Spotify, or where do you post to mostly?
shit, like Spotify is like. So, wait, someone asked me if I'm still on metal Fanidot. No, I'm not. I'm not on ADHD meds. I'm not. I'm not. I smoked some weed earlier. Uh, but I'm not on any medication. But that's a whole different topic. Um, wait. So what was I? What was I? Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Spotify is like what allowed me to even live off of music. Somehow, but uh, like I don't think I'm ever gonna stop like posting on just everything like SoundCloud and shit. Like I even like I would even like drop my music on like fucking um on like Instagram and shit. It really don't matter. Like it really don't matter because if it's supposed to be like significant, then it's gonna be, and there's no like method to it. So I just like do all platforms, like all standard platforms.
Gotcha. Okay, so I do want to talk about what you've been through, but I want to finish with some of the music questions. Um, what's your collaborations looking like? Do you have a lot of collaborations? Do you like to collaborate?
Uh, yeah, I like to collaborate. I I I used to focus on it a little bit more because I like became a little like bigger as an artist, and I started doing a lot of like paid features, which I'm not like 100% satisfied with that part of my like music shit. But it also let me eat like and take care of myself, like not in a financial way, like sure, like I've been good off of that shit, but um I just mainly want to like keep making music and 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 Wait, what was the question? I fucking forgot the
Collaborations,
question.
collaborations.
Collaborations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I stopped doing that because I have like regularly I have to record music with someone else, and then like it's shared on Spotify also on my profile and shit like that. But I worked a fair bit with Cartier God, and but that situation is sort of like weird because of a different person. I don't know if I should mention here, like anywhere. Um, but then who? Like, let me think. Like, yeah, I'm like mainly just trying to work with uh, my spas team, like people and shit. Me and Glowworm started doing a lot of music together, like just before she passed. And rest in peace, Glowworm, yeah. And so yeah, like I don't know, like my only like collabs now that are unreleased as with Glowworm. And
Do
then
you
yeah,
do
I
you plan on
can't.
dropping any of those?
Yeah, actually, one is dropping in about less than 2 weeks. March 1st. That's the song with Glowworm. Like I legit, like I had it set for release, like 2 days before like she passed. Like I told her that like I'm releasing the song and shit. And like we started working on an album together. Like it was my vocals, and her beats, and it was supposed to be like a piece, but that's like unfinished now. And but yeah, I don't really like. I just work with a few like smaller artists that I fuck with, like um Reslane. I just sent an open verse to Reslane a few like yesterday, I think. And then I don't know. I just sometimes I just don't I can't finish a song, and I'll just save it and send it to someone so they can get their motion off of it. But for like uh, trying to work like fucking climb the ladder and shit, I'm not really interested in that. Like I'm not really interested in tapping up with like people, except for the like artistic value that few artists carry that I would want to work with. But for now, for now at my position, like doing collaborations and stuff, it's networking mostly. Like you gotta be like networked with people, and I don't want to do that. Lucky.
Fair enough. I do notice though that you do shout out like kind of underground or less popular people. How do you come across that type of content usually?
I just I'm just on SoundCloud a lot. Like I'm just on SoundCloud a lot. Sometimes I'll click like a underground YouTube music video on my main page, and I'll find an artist. Or I go through these phases where I like see that um I see an interesting producer, and then I like look through every like artist he works with because I fuck with the beats. And then I'm like finding out if like that's how I found a lot of people from I mean Twilight, like that group Twilight. It's Osei. I think you interviewed him,
Yeah, Ose.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's how I found Osei, like through a producer, like
Mm.
on this producer SoundCloud page. And yeah, I just like I don't know, I just like underground like music. I like different sounds and shit. So like, and also like it's just sadly is a fact, but like smaller artists, like there's a bigger like spark to it. Like there's no hiding it. Like there's like, you know, like once an artist get like big, it like becomes different. That's why the people, like there's a lot of people that like could have made it big, but they just decided to like stick to their shit, like Black Cray and shit. And that's like an exception where there's like he's a bigger artist, but he's still like topped with the underground, like, and stayed in the underground because he stayed dedicated to his own sound. And but then yeah, like if like I can't stand like incorporated music and shit. It's just so obvious to like to my ears that something is like made with a corporation behind it, with an idea to like market it and shit. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just like that Matrix shit. Like you just feel like it's like music that's supposed to like make you wanna just like live that like life on the most like shit. How you say it? I'm trying to say something deep and I'm lacking vocabulary right now. Shouldn't have smoked that shit. Uh, like shit. Like I really hate like music that's on the radio that like you listen to the lyrics and you can decode. It's like fucking uh like like it makes it so like that it looks like there's like rules to how you're supposed to live and shit. And I might sound like a schizophrenic right now, but I believe in that shit. Like like it doesn't even happen with like music. I mean not music, like movies and shit. It's just specifically with music because it's like in more places. So yeah, just like I don't know, like that's it. What was the question?
I forget.
Collaborations?
I forget. I forget. Let's talk about your collective though, because that's pretty interesting to me. It's called Spaz Team, right?
Yeah, and I don't know about that name either. Like it's just Spastin. Like I don't know. Like some people were telling me that's a weird name for a collective. But it's it's probably like fucking like European shit. It's the collective is just like European shit. It's just like, you know. Um the issue with Spastim though is that it's not as active as it was at one point and shit, and it's mainly like a brand and shit and a tag on songs rather than like an actual active collective. But yeah, I don't really have that much to say about it. Like it's something that like I'm glad I started and I like have it for the future, and like it's just there for now in like a slight hiatus, but the people in it like they like connected, like, and yeah, like, it's gonna have its own time in the future for sure.
For sure. So speaking of the future, do you plan on making any new collectives, or are you part of any other collectives I don't know about?
I thought about it. I'm constantly thinking about shit like that, but like nothing happens, and like um nah, like I'm not making new collectives. I'm not joining any collectives. It's just wanted to have my own collective, you know, and I've already met the people that I wanna like meet, and like it's chill. I'm chilling.
For sure. Okay, so let's. I mentioned earlier that I wanted to talk about the issues you were going through. Do you want to speak on anything like that, or just
Yeah,
okay? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, so like you mean like the health issues, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's really fucked up because the last like 2 years, like I'm gonna make it like related to music, Loki, because that has like a big impact on it. But like the last 2 years, I like 2 years ago, I just started fucking like dying. Like I just started like being like terminally ill. Like I just started feeling really bad, and I didn't know what's like causing it, and I relied or I like relied on releasing music that I made like before that happened and shit. And it was just like a really messed up time for me. I don't want to make it too long, but like it like shit. I went through the worst like possible like like medical negligence and like a dark type of deal with psychiatry. It is also that like I might sound like a schizophrenic, but trust me, I don't like I don't think that like I'm like a CIA agent or anything. There's no CIA agents in my head, for the record.
Okay.
So yeah, like yeah, they just got me on that like big pharma shit, the worst way possible. The fucking I don't know who made the uh shit. I can't I don't want to say too much. They're gonna find me. But yeah, basically like my um like I'm on HRT. I've been on hormonal replacement therapy for 4 years. And if anyone is watching this right now, like here in the chat, or if anyone is gonna watch it on YouTube later and you hear this right now, and you are like a trans person or whatever person that takes HRT for whatever reason, like if you ingest any hormones, just get yourself educated uh, on the matter. And like I genuinely, because of what I went through, I don't know, it might be kind of like Poland specific, because we are like a non-progressive country, really. But like no one wanted me, no one wanted to tell me about the hormones. It's just made out to be this like just miscellaneous like thing that like doesn't exist in a lot of like medical fields here, and no one really knows about it. And like I had hormonal issues for 4 years basically, but it started affecting me like heavily 2 years ago, and it was all due to HRT. And like I'm going through a like a legal process right now with a doctor because of it. And like so yeah, I'm gonna be in the court. I'm in the court for two different things right now. I mean, I'm suing like, different people right now because they fucked me up. And in the midst of that, bro, like they fucking the psychiatry shit, like it has its own like potential. It has a potential for sure, but that shit is just so like outdated, and because of it it's also evil. Like they don't know, like it's a lot of it is just like being a lab rat, like. And I don't get it. Like we are such like there's this like thing where it's becoming way more like, I don't want to say acceptable, but like way more common. But it's just fucking like scary to me how they like prescribe um prescribe that shit. It's like over prescribed. Every medication is over prescribed. And Yeah, it's like evil to go through. Like I don't wish any like I don't wish that to anybody. Like getting on a loop. Like I was always like just living naturally, you know. Like like I mean, except for the fact that I got like on HRT. So that like that like that just like long story short, the fucking uh HRT was bullshit, and then in the midst of it, I was just they just kept sending me to a psychiatrist because I think it's because they saw me. I'm 22. I have like a face tat and face piercings and shit, and I'm in Poland. They think, all right, it's just like it's probably just like some person that got out of rehab like a week ago and is visiting the psychiatrist right now. So just like fucking like that wasn't the case, and they they fucked me up. But like I'm slowly getting back on my motion and shit. I just try to live healthy, like a healthy lifestyle as much as I can. Even though I have a lot of like bad habits, I try to like level it out, you know, with some like good habits because um like 8 months ago it was like the end of me. Like I was like in too deep on too many things, like hard drugs and shit, and like it kept going month by month, and like I don't know. But then one day I was just like, well, there's like gotta be something. So then I spent like half a year wondering what's wrong with me, until I found out like by accident, like less than 2 months ago. If it wasn't for that, like I wouldn't be doing an interview right now. I wouldn't really be doing like I'll just be doing some weird shit because it all made me like do weird shit.
Gotcha. So more to come on that. It sounds like, but good to hear that you kind of come to some sort of resolution on that. What's your plan for
Yeah.
the future? Like, how do you intend to move forward from here?
All right. So first things first, like I really can't do I really can't think about much while my like mental state is still sort of, you know, altered, and like it's still kind of difficult for me to make decisions and whatnot. So right now, my plan for the future is to just like stay alive, make some music, not live a stressful life, and like try to recover from it. And but like I don't have any like serious plans as of now because I just don't feel like I got enough like power, you know, to do it. I don't feel like I got enough um like you know I can craft my like I can make my like artistic like things that I like do at home and shit. I can like maybe like shoot a music video or something, but like I used to have pretty like serious plans, and they were all like put on hold, like because like 2020 2021 I was really on my shit, like, you know, I was flying to different countries, playing different like shows. I was you know, really active. I was like making plans and actually realizing like them, you know, like, and then it just kind of stopped. And right now I'm just like I'm really like just focused on like health shit because without that I'm unable to like move forward, you know. But like, you know, the like the shit that I'm doing, it is like prosperous, and it has a reason. So naturally, once I'm just feeling fine, then then the ideas and the plans, they're just gonna like, it's just gonna form itself. It's not like, it's not that I have to like plan anything a year in advance. I can just come up with something and do it in a week, you know. So like, it sounds like a question mark, like I'm actually not doing anything, but but like it is something. Like, trust me.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I think we could go back to some more music questions. Um,
Yeah.
what would you say is your most slept on song?
My most slept on song? Shit. Let me see. Let me like look at it real quick. I think I personally think that like the Dumb to Say song that I have with like the horror music video. It is relatively big, but I think is slept on. And then I have this song. I have this album. Um, it's called Nieszczere Przeprosiny, which means um, shit. What does it mean? It means uh, like this dishonest apology type shit. I don't know. Like Polish is weird. It like translates weird, but basically an eight it's 8 songs. It's an album, and it's all in Polish. And I think that's the most slept on thing that I have, even though it has decent views. Nearly none of them are from Poland, and I think there's gonna be like a moment where like, because I saw like an article from like 2022, um, in some like Polish bullshit, and they said like there's no representation for hyperpop in Poland, and I was like just fucking like get the fuck out, like out, like I've been doing this shit for a while, and they don't know of me, so I don't like generally I don't really feel slept on, but I feel slept on by the Polish people, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So speaking of which, like, have you done any live shows in Poland or anywhere else?
Yeah, I think I did the most shows in Poland. Um, yeah, I did them. I did like 5 live shows in Poland, and then like I just did like one show in different countries, or like 2 shows. So yeah, but it's mostly just because like I can just play, I can just fucking like take an Uber somewhere instead of like flying. But yeah, there's I would have played more if I accepted every show to play at. But Polish culture is so different. Like, it's really different, and that's why I can't really hang with a lot of people from here. Because it is different. Like, there is no like cancel culture. Like, there's people like doing really weird shit here that they still have like fan bases and shit. And like in Poland, it's just like a whole different vibe. Like, yeah.
Gotcha. So let's talk about future shows. Do you have any future shows planned up? It looks like in chat somebody was talking about in March you have one.
Yeah, I have a show in March with High C, Lilia, and someone else isn't. I'm sorry, but I don't remember who's on the lineup. It's just a little show. It's just a little show, nothing crazy. And then I don't have anything else planned for the future. I'm like I wanna like feel better and go on a nice like vacation with my girlfriend or something. I don't really wanna do a show right now. I just wanna do the show in Warsaw, so like there's something like happening, you know. But like I'm not really like looking for it right now. And also like shows, it's sad, but shows are becoming like an outdated like concept for smaller artists. I feel like there's a lot of like goofy shit happening regarding live shows. Like uh the um, the people that book artists and shit, they don't really treat it seriously. Like they don't really treat artists seriously, and that type of um shit is like changing. So there's like it makes sense if you're like just blowing up or you're already big, and then it makes sense for you to do like a tour and it's actually like good and for the culture. But like as a smaller artist, it sucks. Like it's just for fun, right? And like I would have I was doing it for fun for a long time, but like if it's like interfering with my health and like my my well-being, and then I'm just not like able to stomach through it. So it's difficult to play a live show when you have an a a a problem with like going outside for longer than like 5 minutes, which was happening to me for a long time. And like I tried like a lot of dumb things to like force myself into reality and shit, but that shit just never ended well. And at one point I decided I don't wanna like um just like be going around like getting high to play shows and shit like that. And I just had to like took a like I took a step back really and just like observed it. And just like right now I'm at a point where it's just like really like health and like music and just like chilling in my crib, like taking walks, like you know like I moved out of like I moved into a smaller city. And um I I live in kind of like a secluded area right now where there's not that many people. So I just kind of get a rest like from this bullshit. Like, you know, you know, just had to take a break from like fucking like mankind.
Real, very real. Okay, so I got a few more questions for you. What's been some like crazy or interesting fan interactions you've had, like in person or online?
Fan interactions. Oh, I had a few like weird fan interactions. Because I'm in Poland, like that type of shit. Like I had a lot of like great interactions with fans at shows and after shows. Like every show I did before 2023, I like got a group of my fans and I went to McDonald's with them after each show. So I did that after like 15 shows. So there's like people from my shows that has been to like McDonald's with me for like that, and that was like a little thing. And wait, I forgot the question. Oh, fun interactions. Yeah, but like uh my fan interactions here in Poland are mostly like people offering me methadone. Do you know what methadone is?
Mm-mm.
It's like a really cheap like stimulant that's popular in Poland. And like we have a really specific drug culture in Poland, and like my fan interactions were like mostly revolving around drugs, and I never really did that shit. Like I've had issues with like hard drugs in my life, but it wasn't recreational really. It was like self-medicating, like a really serious issue that I actually have like on paper. So I never really fucked with like taking drugs to like party with people. And in Poland, everyone just wants to know each other, and everyone wants to just know be like just be popular like in certain groups of people. So yeah, um, so it's just like fan interactions in Poland is just weird shit. Like people offering me like benzodiazepines and like stimulants, and I just like say no, and then like they ask me about some like different artists from Poland and shit, and I just like I know that there's like not that many people in Poland that are like tapped in and like understand me. Although there is a lot of people like that like I know that they fuck with me, and I know that they understand this internet shit and whatnot. But other than that, it's just like fucking like you just have to be here to understand like how like it's a different like fucking it's a different dimension like being here like really. And like I don't know how it is like um I never actually experienced like life in the US, but like are you from US?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that fucking flag. I just I just asked that, and then I noticed that flag, and I didn't see that flag this entire time. Like I didn't notice it. Bro, it is repping the US and A. Bro, USA seems so wild to me though. Seems fucking crazy from like a European's perspective. Like just seems wild, really. I don't know. Like, it might be just all the red 40 in the food.
Maybe.
Yeah, because we have it banned. Like, we have it banned in most European countries. Like, 70% of like what like American food is made of, it's banned in Europe.
That's
Like,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, we don't have like you have to import red 40 if you really want it. And I just did that like I just did that because I like Takis and shit like that, and like flaming hot Cheetos and all that like fake food, and I just love it. So I like order it still, so I get my like I get it. I'm on the red 40 grind.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, like shit, I don't know. Shit's weird. Like there's not really like in fucking normal places left. Like you might just fucking like try to like run away to like Iceland and start making Instagram reels about it or something. But there's no running away from it. Like it's fucked. It's fucked. We are doomed. If you think about it, we are doomed. Like it's just waiting for the final nail in the coffin.
Mm-mm, don't say that. No, don't say that.
It is.
We keep,
It is
we
like that.
we're gonna keep going up, 100%.
Nah, like Earth, Earth is like a inflated like fucking piggy bank, and now everyone is just like reaching into it and trying to like grab something out of it. Like shit doesn't make sense. Like, bro, with the like, I'm not a materialistic person, but with like the type of shit that I'm doing and the type of results I get from it, like 20 years ago, it would have been like a completely different thing for me. Like right now, it's fucked. Like the economy is fucked. I can't like I don't know. it's just like I think like it's reaching its lowest. Like this shit, like the rent prices and shit. You really gotta be lucky to live life comfortably. Shit's fucked.
It is. It is. All right, let me ask you about this. Who have been your biggest fans or supporters throughout the years?
My biggest fans or supporters throughout the years. My biggest like supporter in this like music shit um is probably Census, and they might not even realize it, but that's how I got tapped into like groups of people. And yeah, other than that, I don't really know how to answer that question. Like um there's this one person, right? There's this one person. Let me go to my shit and fact check it real quick. On SoundCloud, there's this one person on SoundCloud that if I go to my like all-time listeners, his name or her name, I don't know. It's like 33D9, and they played my music 200,000 times, like 200k fucking place as one person, and then the second person on that list is like 15k, which
Wow.
is kind of it's kind of crazy. Like I don't know, someone is really dedicated.
If you're watching, shout out. Shout out.
I think I tried to message that person on SoundCloud at some point. I don't remember what happened with it. But yeah, there's a lot of dedicated people.
For sure. Okay, so let's talk about merchandise. Do you make any merchandise?
Yeah, I started making that online trauma shit with my girlfriend, and like she was supposed to like manage it, but like shit sort of went down, so the plans changed a little bit. But we started making like, it's not really merchandise, it's just like a clothing brand called Online Trauma, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it's just like 2007 like emo kid like internet shit, and it's supposed to be like authentically looking like it's, you know, like a hot topic like t-shirt from like 2008 or 2007 or whatever. And yeah, shit, uh I do some merch there and there. I did shit like mouse pads, but um i'm really just I'm really just waiting for some inspiration on it. Like I want to do something good with it, you know. Like I already dropped like, there's already like 20 pieces of like Nosgov merch, like 20 separate items in the rotation. But I want to make some cool shit. I want to make some cool shit. Like I don't want to just make like just like only like just t-shirts with brands and hoodies and stuff like that. Like I want to like do more than that. That's why I did the mouse pads. And yeah, I want to make like a keyboard in the future, like a PC keyboard or something like that,
Hard.
or like some just gaming shit in general. Like I fuck with it so much. Like I don't know. I would like I would I would wanna one day make like a. I started working on that at some point, but I gave up quickly because that also was like that was actually like something I was working on, but my health issues like kicked in and I had to stop working on it. But I wanted to make a game in RPG Maker, which is like a two-dimensional, two-dimensional, um, like video game engine, and I wanted to make like a horror type of like 2D video game, and like I wanna do. I'm a nerd. I wanna do stuff like that. Like I wanna do stuff on the computer.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I want to get the chat primed, as in, we're gonna have a section where the chat can ask some questions. And as they're coming up with questions, I'm gonna ask you one right now, and you can just
Right.
speak on that while they're coming up with their questions. Okay. So the next question is, besides making music, what other hobbies do you have? And I think you mentioned like being a nerd in video games. So if you want to speak on that.
Yeah, that was a big part for me was video games, but like not just playing it, just like fucking like dissecting it. So I fucked with a lot of source games. Um, like to a lot of people, a lot of people know me as a CS:GO like content creator because I used to make like frag movies on that shit, and like when I was growing up when I was like 11, I was on like Counter Strike 1.6, like bee hopping and shit and surfing and whatnot, and like I was like in too deep with that shit. I was like cheating on different video games. I had like an anime profile picture and I was like it's like cheating in CS:GO and that type of shit. Like I was into that. There's still a lot of that like material on the internet, like CS:GO, Nosgov re-uploads. So that was like my hobby, but also that was like something I did like fucking full time. Like so I would play like source games, so like Counter Strike, but I would be recording every second of the time I was playing, and I would just be like hella focused on my like play style and shit. And I actually like kind of low key went like semi pro in it, as I had like as I had like this phase where I played a lot of like ESEA and CS:GO, like cups and shit, and yeah, I'm like I would like again if I had like more like backup money and shit, I would probably do like a CS:GO tournament or something like that. Like it's like you know organize something. It's like go play somewhere like up here. Like I was um when it was like 2019 2020, my one of my biggest hobbies was speedrunning Minecraft, and my plan was to like get on Games Done Quick, like that charity event, and just like out of nowhere appear on there. And I thought that would be like funny and like crazy. But um yeah, the fucking health issues like that messed me up, but like that can be, you know, like I can make that up. Like I can like get back there, for sure. But shit, frustrating, frustrating. All right, what are they saying
Let's
here?
see. Setoning says, "Can I send you some beats I have made? I DM'd you. Sent me like 6 collabs. What do you think about doing some opens?
Uh, shit. Like, if you hit me up on Instagram and I don't reply, then just please hit me up again, cause I'm ill and I don't like I miss DMs sometimes. But just hit me up and yeah, I need beats. I need beats. Just please don't send me like EDM beats. I don't make EDM music because I made Party Addict. please, please don't think I want to make Party Addict over and over right now. And please don't buy features from me just to get an artwork on it that looks like an artwork from a Katseki song. And please, we are not doing Party Addict together. Like, we are not like recreating that song, and it's not getting 30 million Spotify streams because it's attached to my Spotify profile, and I'm not on that type of motion. I know that's an extensive reply to that type of question, but yeah, please like send anything that doesn't sound like Party Addict, and then we're gonna work. We're gonna work. I know someone says here. I remember the IG story. I need more junkie producers to send me beats. I don't know what I was. I don't know what I meant with that. I had a relapse at that time. I had a relapse and I was like doing like opiates for like a week and a half, and I was on some bullshit, and like I think what I meant from it is that I meant like a really specific thing in my head, but I was like booted as fuck, so I just couldn't like, you know, I couldn't I couldn't like come up with a specific term for it. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain what kind of beats I need. Like, I just wish someone knew. Like, I just wish someone knew. Someone's gotta know.
I'm sure you'll get.
Uh,
Let me ask another chat question from RAA8OT underscore Nosgov. What's your favorite anime?
uh, I would say like the first half of Death Note is like hard as fuck, and but then I really like the anime called Nana. Um, which it's like about this like punk girl that like um is it punk? I don't know. I watched it like 3 years ago. I honestly when I w- I only watched anime when I was smoking weed, and I haven't I quit weed 2 years ago because I like had to, and then I stopped watching anime, and now I'm like smoking it sometimes again, but I don't know if that means I'm back on anime. So yeah, like Death Note is hard, but like Nana is like really hard, and Paradise Kiss is also hard. I don't have like just a favorite anime. Also, when I try to rewatch any of them right now, I don't really like them that much anymore. So it's just something changed, something changed.
All right, cool. So next question is from a lifeless lover. What is your McDonald's order?
Oh shit! Like right now, we got new items and McDonald's in Poland. So they introduced, it's called Mac Shaker fries. It's like
What?
those. It's like wait, I don't think I have it. I have it in my cribs somewhere because they send me extras. But it's like you get those fries, like normal McDonald's fries, and then you get like a bag with it, and like a small like thing that you gotta open,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and it's like fromage fries. It's like sour fries. I don't know, with like pepper on it and shit. So I get those like Mac Shaker fromage fries from McDonald's, and I get a Mac chicken. Wait, not a Mac chicken. No, hell no. A Mac crispy, and then we got this new item. It's a shit. I don't know if it's called Mac spicy or if it's called fucking. It's like a spicy Mac crispy. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, so I get that, and then uh, I used to all like pretty much always I gotta get Coke Zero from McDonald's because like it hits different. Like it's completely different from the Coke Zero they got in bottles, and I love Coke Zero. It's my favorite thing. Like I used to like drink it 24/7. I wouldn't drink any water. Like I was living off of like just Coke Zero and coffee and a little bit of water. Like half a liter of water and like fucking 2 liters of Coke Zero per day. I lived like that for like 2 years. Now I'm trying to be healthy, so like I'm just on water right now. But so I don't get the Coke Zero. Oh, and I also get the carrots. Gotta get the carrots from McDonald's. They're not any better than like a normal carrot because it's just a carrot, but uh like it's already sliced and washed, and it's so amazing. And we don't have anything like that in Poland. Like I swear, if we had like that's a huge problem in like in Poland. We don't have like sliced and washed vegetables
What?
and 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 like fruits. Like you just gotta buy them like fucking dirty, like straight out of the ground. And like sometimes like I can't bother like fucking cleaning up a carrot and like getting rid of the fucking thing on it.
They don't sell baby
It's
carrots in Poland, it sounds like.
it's like those are like you can get them in certain stores, but it's just not accessible. And also like we don't have that much like just fruit in general and shit. It's usually like a small section in stores. I don't know.
Hmm.
Also the fucking the the fruit and the shits, they just look fake. Like it doesn't feel like eating an apple most of the time. Like it's some different type of shit. Like I don't know where they get that from, but it's one of those like situation where it's like the shit like the fruit comes from Portugal and it's like sorted in Vietnam or something, like packaged in Vietnam and then sent to Poland for some reason. So the shit just looks fake. Like the apples look like they just fucking injected it with something. And I don't know. I gotta like, I low key gotta like fucking get a farm or something. Like I have dreams like that. I dream of it often that I'm on like a farm and I'm just picking up like fruit from a tree. I wonder if that has any like meaning.
Interesting. All right, let's go to the next question. This is from Dayano. Where did you get the jacket slash hoodie?
The one I'm wearing right now.
Let's just go with that for now, and then maybe you could answer like where can people buy your merch?
Wait, where's the question?
I don't know. You gotta scroll up. Dayano. It's from a while ago.
What's the hoodie I'm wearing right now? Sorry, I'm kind of slow. Been talking for a while. They asked what kind of hoodie I'm wearing, right?
It says, "Where did you get the hoodie slash jacket?"
Okay. I don't know where it's from. It's my girlfriend's hoodie, and I just pick clothes up from the floor all the time, and like I don't know what I'm wearing. Like right now, I'm wearing those like pajama pants, and there's like like a pajama dress over it, and there's like a S size hoodie. So I look like a psych ward client all day, and I just walk around like that, and like I don't like people ask me sometimes when I'm like like what my clothes are, but I don't know like most of the time. Like I would check the tag or something, but like I don't know. I don't want to do that right now. So
Maybe
also I don't know like I don't wear my clothes most of the time. So it's weird. Like I don't buy clothing. Like I don't buy clothing. Like
let's Can you talk about where they can buy your merch? Like, do you sell any hoodies?
um fastteam.net and onlinetrauma.life. Those are two websites where you can get shit that I make. Online trauma shit is like what I would recommend, honestly, because the spassteam.net shit it is just like little merchandise, but the online trauma shit is like real shit. So for now, I would recommend like online trauma. It's like better. It's like actually a good quality and stuff. Meanwhile, spassteam shit is just supposed to be more accessible and like for the culture. But I like once I have budget for it, I definitely wanna expand on that too and make some like crazy shit there. But yeah, those are the places you can get my merch from. And there's some things that are available right now, like for purchase.
Sweet. So this question is from Pretty Rave Boy. What's your fave clothing brand? You kind of talked about you don't buy clothes. What's your favorite clothing brand?
Shit. Uh, my answer is gonna be like basic because I'm like behind that shit. Like, but like the only brands I would really look for is like um Affliction, probably. Affliction is a cool brand, but other than that, I don't look at at, at like brands. Like recently, I bought like a um beanie that just says like whatever on it on top of it, and I like those clothing that just says like dope on it or something. Like really like just like methadone clinic client drip. Like that's it.
Hell yeah. All right, this question is for me. I think it says Jim Clark Gundam cosplay when? Cosplay maybe? Maybe coming soon. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Next question. Um, let's see. Somebody said 35 Nosgov says I'm waiting for Goes Nowhere Part 2. What do you think about that?
Uh nah, like having a successful song and then making another one and just naming it a part 2. I don't know about that, honestly. Like I'm not about that. Like, but if someone asking if someone like meant uh that if there's any music that sounds like goes nowhere happening, then yeah, for sure. But I'm not making a Goes Nowhere part 2. Like it's not a series, it's a song. Like yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so a few people are posting. Come to their country. Come to Croatia. Go to LA. Go to Netherlands. Go to. I think somebody said Middle Earth. Go to Middle Earth. What do you think about that?
Um I don't know. I want to like move somewhere, but I don't know where. Where should I move? Where should I move, chat? Where should I move? Where am I moving?
I think
I wanted
Croatia.
I wanted I wanted to like move to like UK for a while because then there would actually be some crazy shit happening if I lived there. Do you know Joe Weird?
Mm-mm.
Or Peak? Like that's how their name
Mm-mm.
is. Uh it's just like crazy like artist and videographer that I'm like low key friends with. I wouldn't say friends, but we are definitely a connect. Like there's definitely an opportunity and like working together and shit. But basically like I think I'm trying to come to UK if anything. I'm not really trying to come to Brazil or shit. If I went to Brazil, I would probably like fucking like just do some like crazy drugs there. And you don't want that. Like you don't want me in Brazil. But if I was like playing a show there and or somewhere and I was like healthy, then I'm coming anywhere. But for now, I'm just in my crib, you know, in Poland. Like
Real. Okay. Question from Bleachcraft. What's your favorite bird?
Bleach, get your old ass to sleep. Get off the internet. It's too late. Wait, it's 4 p.m. Okay, my joke doesn't work. Um, Bleach, send me some beats, okay? I don't have a favorite bird. Let's make some music.
Hell yeah. Okay, so question from Starglow Q. More music like Galaxies or Value soon? Question mark.
There's gonna be more music, like all of my music, basically. So yeah, there's gonna be a fucking value part 20, and there's gonna be world part 5, and it's gonna be fucking imaginary place saga, and fucking Vampire Knight 2 is already out, so you know the deal. We fucking making 100 parts off of everything. It's a whole movie. It's a whole movie. It's like a tragic movie. It's like the fucking. It's like uh. It's like the German movie about heroin. It's like that. Like once we get to Goes Nowhere Part 10, then it's over. I don't know.
Okay, we got some more questions coming in. Let's see here. From Tracks, Nosgov, do you know any instrument besides singing?
Like, do I know any instrument as in that I acknowledge an instrument and that I know of its existence?
I think they mean do
Or
you
do you
play?
mean
Do you play any
do you
instrument?
play? Nah, I don't play any instrument. My my aunt plays the piano, but I don't know. I don't know if that adds to the conversation. Uh, but nah, like I mean, if you mean nah, that's playing an instrument. Nah, like don't play instruments. Like you just you just put the name of the fucking like give it a year and like there's gonna be no instruments. It's just gonna be like AI generated. So just give up if you're like if you've been playing like violin for like 10 years, just like keep doing it for like a year, but like shit's tragic. Like it's there like it's bad. Like it's bad. It's bad. And the fucking like the AI shit, it's scary. It's scary. Like some of us are going to jail like with like AI generated like videos. Like someone is gonna be like put in jail because of like AI. Nosgov Summers cover with AI. That's real. That's the only good thing that AI has created, I think.
We have a question from Sylph0001. Who's your current favorite rapper slash artist?
Summers. Just Summers. Summers forever. Although like nah, it's just Summers because he is just like so emo and he's on some crazy motion and like it's bad but I like also like I feel bad for him and shit and all he says in like in his music is just like it's really like into deep and like the artistry shows it and like it's I think it's like amazing when like an artist can portray their like own like struggles with life and shit like that well into music. Like it's definitely like but yeah for a like a rapper than Summers, but I like he is a rapper by the image, but I think the people that are more like tapped in like realize that he's not really a rapper. He's more of just like a it's like an overall artist, like a lyricist and shit. Just say that's my favorite.
Gotcha. All right, so this might be the last chat question from Trax. Nosgov, do you gamble?
Uh, I did a little bit. I did I but not nothing crazy. I probably I think I lost like $500 on gambling in total. And the last time I gambled was like half a year ago and I opened some cases in CS:GO and nothing dropped. Uh but but that might be also the issue. I was just one spin away and I quit that shit, but like gotta keep spinning and like keep on spinning. Like, but nah, I don't really gamble. It's not that much of a dopamine boost for me, but like sometimes I feel like I wanna like buy like a scratch ticket or something like that. Like that would be hard. Like a scratch ticket, that's hard. I, I don't know.
Scratching, they're fun
The
for sure.
mm-hmm.
Let's make this the last question, then we'll move on.
All right.
Starglow Q says, "What's your favorite snacks?"
My favorite snacks. Uh, shit. Uh, let me think. Favorite snack. I don't like snacks that much. I prefer just full meals to be honest. I don't like snacks that much. But um I like those um ketchup flavored chips. Like ketchup flavored chips are like pretty hard. Uh, but other than that, like I don't really have a snack. Like I just eat meals. And like my favorite meal, my favorite meal would be like a lasagna, like a classic one, but like homemade. I buy those like fake frozen ones and they're ass. But like also uh uh yeah, some shit like that my mom makes, but I'm not seeing my parents that often uh anymore. So like, you know, they just buy those fucking frozen lasagnas, you know. And I eat that shit and I like live it.
Hell yeah. All right, chat. Thanks for the questions. We're gonna move on um, towards the end. So this is gonna be an open question, open floor. This is your message to your fans or anything else you want to talk about. So now's your time to just whatever you want to say. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Uh, I don't know, like a message. I don't
Yeah.
know, bro. Don't like like shit. Just uh stay on it and relax and educate yourself and find good people to trust and uh don't fall for the shit of just like being on your phone a lot. I know there's mainly like younger people or people my age bumping me mostly and shit is bad. Like a lot of bad shit is happening and it's gotta sort of like reject the modernity to some extent. Like I think it's really healthy. So like I don't know, gotta have some like friends. Gotta gotta like live like we are meant to live to like a certain extent. Like just gotta like look at what you're supposed to do like in nature. And that does a lot like to a person to like so you can like function properly. So yeah, that's like a big thing that I would recommend to everyone. It's just like um do more like do as many like natural things as you can do. Like fucking like genuinely like touch some grass like physically. Like not in a way that you just like go outside, like fucking like touch some like grass with your hand. Like sometimes it's gonna ground you. And like shit, just a lot of evil shit happening. Gotta stay away from it. That's it, I think. Cause like telling anybody to like be themselves is just like bullshit. It's like I've heard it so many times, but it's not just about that. It's not just about doing what you want. Like, cause that's a lot of people do what they want, and it's not like 100%. It's leading a bad direction, and I'm like worried. I'm worried about like being born in 2001 is already a crazy experience, but like fucking like if you're born in like 2005 or some shit, you just gotta like prepare. Like you gotta prepare and find a way to live because it's gonna be difficult. Like we are like quite lonely as people. Like it's happening. Like loneliness is a big problem. I'm also experiencing it, and it is a big problem. All right. I know I sound like a schizophrenic most of the time, but like it's no funny shit. No funny shit.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'll plug my YouTube and everything else, and then you'll get the last word. All right. So everybody go hit the YouTube subscribe button, hit the Twitch follow button, hit the Instagram follow button. Oh, we forgot to do the shout outs. We got to go back. We got to go back.
Shout outs.
Yeah. Do shout outs.
I have to shout out someone.
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to.
Nah, but is that what it's intended for?
Yeah, for you
Or
to just shout out
which one?
anybody that you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out my mom. Big shout outs to my mom. Uh, Shout outs to my girlfriend. Gone DK. Like, she changed the way I view life. Cause my shit was really distorted back then, and I didn't fully understand it, and I didn't fully understand consequences of a lot of things. She like made me understand a lot. And like, shout out to all Spas team. Like, shit's kind of like in between right now, but like it's gonna be significant as time passes, as more time passes. And yeah, I wish like just like there's like plenty like shout outs I could like give to people that I like really miss, because like I don't talk to them anymore, or they're not, they're on some different shit. But like I be really like missing a lot of people that like made me into the person I am today. And but yeah, it's like shout out all the producers, all the artists that like fuck with me. Like, I don't even, it's crazy for me that I'm like in this position, that like there's actually like some like relatively like serious shit like happening around me. And yeah, shout out, shout outs all the people. I mean, yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. Let me go back into the outro. Sorry, everybody. We had to rewind and do the shout outs. Everybody go
Hit the
hit the.
bell.
What's that?
I just said hit the bell.
Hit the
I'm
fucking bell.
sorry.
Hit the bell. Hit that
Hit the
notification bell for real. Yeah, wherever it is, go find it. Yeah, go hit the YouTube subscribe button, the Twitch follow button, the Instagram follow button. Go to the bio. You're gonna see all the artist information there, and take it away, Nosgov.
Epic.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.
I can't be